If you love grapefruit and fragrances, in today's video, I have 10 of the best smelling grapefruit summer fragrances that you can ever think of. Stay tuned after this intro. What is going on, guys, and welcome again to another video. I personally love grapefruit. The grapefruit notes for me personally, when it comes to fragrances, one of the best notes. I find myself always gravitating toward fragrances. They have a prominent grapefruit note, and I find myself loving them. It is just so beautiful. What a beautiful note grapefruit is. It's tart, it is mysterious, it is fresh enough, but with a twist. It is not just your typical citruses such as lemon or bergamot. Grapefruit has got character, and I just love the way grapefruit smells, especially on my skin. And in today's video, I brought to you 10 of my personal favorite grapefruit fragrances that'll do great for the summer. So if you just want to smell grapefruity this summer, I got you. And number 10 on my list, it's one of my favorite summer unique fragrances from the house of Xerjoff. And I'm talking about the beautiful Mephisto. Mephisto, for me, it's a very modernized fougere nowadays type of a scent that I personally love. So if you love fougere fresh fragrances, but with a twist, something different, very elegant, definitely Mephisto is the one to try out. It resembles a lot Silver Mountain Water, but I find Mephisto to be much fresher, and the grapefruit note here is definitely more prominent. It's very edgy, inky, dirty, but sexy dirty in a way. If you have Mephisto on, you would definitely smell mysterious for people that doesn't know you. It does have that effect to be mysterious. And I personally would love to be a mysterious man. Does the hat make me mysterious? No? But let's just get back to Mephisto. If you love grapefruit and fragrances, Mephisto is one of the best in the game when it comes to that note. Check it out. The next fragrance I have on this list is Riviera Drive by Atelier des Ors, and I love this fragrance. This is totally unisex. A man or a woman can pull this one off easily just because of the white floral nuances that comes and just pairs very perfectly with the grapefruit note, white florals and grapefruit. It is a pretty good match in my eyes, if you ask me. It's very fresh because of the citruses, but at the same time, it's very tart and mysterious and a little dirty as well because of the grapefruit note. But there's also a big dose of jasmine that just makes it pretty. So it is very fresh, but it is pretty dirty at the same time. So yeah. Very, very unique summer fragrance that I personally enjoy, and you would do too, especially if you love jasmine and grapefruit and fragrances. I love it. The next fragrance up I have on this list, it's pretty different, but it's pretty good. Addictive. And when I tell you addictive, it is very addictive. I love this scent personally. And I'm talking about Mugler Cologne Fly Away, not just the Mugler cologne this time. This fragrance is very simple, but it's very addictive. And women love to wear it on themselves as well. You have no idea, women loves this fragrance. They just love it. If you just love pure grapefruit just right in your face, that is the fragrance for you. If you love cannabis note just like in your face, it's like you just smoked a blunt, that's the fragrance for you. If you combine these two notes together, this is pretty much it. That's the fragrance for you. Very fresh, green, mysterious, a little bit of sweetness. Grapefruit, for some reason, I know it's very tart, a little bit earthy, but it's got some sort of sweetness that I personally enjoy. It's not overly sweet, but it's just nice sweet. And this is it, Fly Away by Mugler Cologne. It just lasts, it lingers, and it is beautiful. One of my favorite staples for this summer that I personally wear like crazy. I'm in the process of remodeling my fragrance room / office, so it's really hard to get to my fragrances in there now. So I'm just gonna show pictures of everything because I cannot get to it. But Fly Away by Mugler Cologne is one of those fragrances, just like Mugler Cologne. I highly recommend if you love grapefruit and fragrances. The next fragrance up I have on this list is, of course, Grapefruit by Tom Ford. I just cannot have a grapefruit top 10 without this fragrance, because this is the epitome of a beautiful, silky, smooth, clean, very sophisticated grapefruit note. Grapefruit and vetiver, very classy, very sophisticated, and I personally enjoy it. It was my scent of the day yesterday, combined with Mugler cologne. I did that video yesterday. A great layering combination from a subscriber. So if you have any other layering combination you want it to be featured on this channel, let me know in the comment section down below. But Grey Vetiver by Tom Ford, this is the ultimate, most sophisticated grapefruit note that I ever smelled, personally. The next fragrance up I have on this list, the grapefruit note here is prominent, but it's not the star of the show. But I still had to put it on this list because it just gives that fragrance a character. A supporting character. It's not the main character, but it's just a good, very good supporting character to this fragrance. And I'm talking about Un Jardin sur le Nil by Hermès. What a beautiful, very citrusy type of a scent. It's got a lot of citruses and green mango note. The star of the show is the green mango. The second star of the show is the pamplemousse or the grapefruit note. What a beautiful note that is, combined with the green mango. It just gives it another dimension of greeniness, of like different greeniness in a way. It's zingy, fresh, sour, but in a good way. Un Jardin sur le Nil, one of my favorite summer fragrances, like bar none, ever personally. Every time I smell it, I just crave it. And the fact now that I'm thinking about it now, I'm just gonna have to, I don't know where it is. There's boxes and boxes and boxes of bunch of stuff. If I wanna wear something this evening, which I should, and I would also, and I wanna wear this one, but I just can't, I don't know where it is. Seriously, I don't know where it is. I'm slightly heartbroken, but I'm sure I'll find something on the surface that I'll crave to wear this afternoon. The most versatile fragrance when it comes to the grapefruit note I have on this list is definitely, without a doubt, Bleu de Chanel. If you want to have the most freshest grapefruit note, go with the EDT. But on today's video, just for the sake of it, I just wanted to have something dark as a grapefruit note, I went with Le Parfum version. Le Parfum, it's just beautiful. Grapefruit is just right up your alley, in your face, but there's a lot of darkness with it as well that just makes it very grapefruity, but dark at the same time, and they nailed it. When I tell you nailed it, they nailed it. So if you love grapefruit fragrances and you just want to have something very dark grapefruity, go with Le Parfum by Bleu de Chanel. It is a beautiful one. Try it out. Another very beautiful grapefruit scent. The only problem for it though, that it just doesn't last long. Pretty much everything from this brand doesn't last the longest, but when it comes to their citruses literally are the best. And the fragrance we have today that have the best grapefruit note from that brand is Pomelo Paradis. This is like grapefruit paradise. If you love the zingy, fresh, tart, everything you need from a grapefruit note, you'll find it on this scent. But it's just very fresh and very invigorating as well. I'm telling you, if you smell this scent, you'd fall in love. If you have this scent on your skin, you would fall in love for a couple of hours, then you'll be disappointed because a little vanishes. It'll go with the wind, go bye-bye, tata. But the smell alone, the grapefruit smell alone, it is just amazing. So take that with a grain of salt. If you just want to buy this fragrance, probably discount it and just have a decant on your pocket and refresh every couple of hours or so. That'll be a great summer scent for you, especially when it comes to the grapefruit note. Otherwise, if you don't want a fragrance to last on you for a couple of hours, skip it. The next fragrance I have on this list is probably the second classiest fragrance. Probably, I would say hand in hand with Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. This fragrance, it's very classy as well. I cannot pinpoint which one is better? This one, it's definitely way more expensive. It's niche, but Tom Ford, it's very good as well. And I'm talking about the classiest scent, but this one is totally smells different than Tom Ford Grape Vetiver, so you can own them both, no problem at all. And this one right here from the house of Ormond Jane, Mon Tobacco, not Intensivo, this time because we are in the summertime, Verano. Mon Tobacco Verano, it is just so beautiful. I personally love this scent, especially if you love grapefruit, a lot of citruses, and tobacco and fragrances, done in a very CEO type of a smell. Very summery, very beautiful, but very elegant, extremely elegant. And you know how hard it is just to come across a very extremely fresh scent? Fresh scents usually are very casual. But when you come up with something very fresh, very summery, but very elegant at the same time, I don't know what to say. I have no words to describe it. It is that beautiful, guys. Mon Tobacco Verano by the House of Ormond Jane. It's a knockout type of a scent. If you want something to have more oomph into it, it's not as citrusy, not as summery, even though it's very citrusy and summery at the same time. But the other one, it's very much an office appropriate type of a scent. Go with Mon Tobacco or Mon Tobacco Intensivo, which is a more intensified version of Mon Tobacco by Ormond Jane. All three fragrances are knockout, so if you pick any of them, you wouldn't be disappointed. So you'll get to choose which one you prefer. The next fragrance up, I personally love. Unfortunately, it got discontinued. You can just still find it on eBay for around like $100 or a little bit less. And I'm talking about L'Homme Idéal Cologne from Guerlain. But the fragrance I have for you guys today, it's a newer fragrance I personally love. And it feels like the more of Le Parfum version of this one that it just got discontinued. And I'm talking about L'Homme Idéal Platine Privé. What a beautiful scent that is. It smells very much alike L'Homme Idéal Cologne, but it's just darker and more muskier. So if you love very clean, musky, sophisticated scents, but with a big dose of almond, of course, L'Homme Idéal always about the almonds. And this one right here, all about the grapefruits as well. Give this one a try. It's a beautiful, beautiful one to try out. Very zingy fresh with a twist, very nutty as well from the almond, very musky because of the musk and darker, unlike the L'Homme Idéal Cologne. I love L'Homme Idéal Cologne, but this one is kind of like a step up version of it just to make it a little bit more rounded. So if you wanted something more rounded, go with Platine Privé by L'Homme Idéal. Beautiful, beautiful scent. Try it out. Last but not least, one of my favorite summer fragrances when it comes to the grapefruit note, when it comes to the marine notes in general. This one is very salty, very marine, very oceanic, but with a big dose of grapefruit as well. It's all about the grapefruit here, and I made sure to pick something different when it comes to the grapefruit note for you guys here. So to get the marine, to get the classy, to get the musky, to get the dark, to get the floral, everything you want to smell as a grapefruit in fragrances, I got a version of it here in this top 10. And last but not least, it's definitely Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever. This is the epitome of a summer scent. Beautiful, beautiful, well done flanker from the house of Dolce & Gabbana and from the light blue bunch of flankers they come up with. One of my favorite flankers from the light blue flankers from the house of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever. It's very oceanic, very marine, very salty, very fresh, very grapefruity. And it smells amazing, amazing, amazing. And this is reasonably priced too. I think this is the cheapest if you find it discounted from all these fragrances that I showed you guys here today. I personally love it. Please do check it out. It is beautiful. So this is pretty much it, guys. Did I miss any other grapefruit scent that I didn't mention on this list? Please let me know in the comment section down below. What is your favorite grapefruit note in fragrances? Or what is your favorite fragrance that has a good, big, prominent grapefruit note? I would love to know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell right next to it. And see you guys next time. Peace.